I was just rewatching my Climb the Ladder. Bill, my internet's down at my house for the 50th million time. And my mom just got a new modem. And she called good old Cox, who charges an arm and leg, and they're like, it must be the wiring, whatever. It's just so funny. It's so comical. I know my videos be power. I get it. So it's all good. I'll keep you on your toes. But I told my mom, I was like, well, hopefully I'm here when the technician comes. I'd love to talk to him. I went to the Dollar General. I bought the sign for 80 cents. It says, stay rooted. And to me, like, stay rooted, stay grounded. Stay grounded. Like, I was just sitting outside. I saw a gazillion birds. A squirrel was just eating right next to me. Like, that's how I stay rooted. That's how I stay grounded. That's how God speaks to me, through nature. Through landscape, through universe, through spirit. Like, that's how I connect with God. Right? And I know it's unsettling and people don't understand it, but it's not for people to understand. I understand the connection. Just like you understand your own connection with God. I understand my connection with God. It's just not designed for everybody to understand. But, you know, it came to me. It's probably going to take me forever to upload this one because we don't have internet. My T-Mobile service sucks. And this is on my regular phone. It's not my burner phone. Because I refuse to pay service on a burner phone. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to get a different phone. Not to worry. We've got some things in motion. But let me start making that money, you know? So anyways, it came to me. In the last 24 hours, I've had 2 people ask me the name of the companies that I work for. I thought that was kind of odd. Picked up on that. Handled it like a pro. Like a boss. Like, if you work with me at those companies, you know what companies I work at. Just ask the elites. They know. They know where I work. The government knows where I work. So if you have any questions, phone them. That's the way I see it, right? I think it's comical. But, you know, when it comes to climbing the ladder, I wanted to revisit. You know, there is a ladder that they, them, whatever, fill in the blanks for you. Society, conformity, government create for you. You go to school, you get your diploma, you go to college, you do all these things, You follow suit, right? I mean, and now even what they teach in the schools is just crazy. It's just a joke. But when you cross over to your own ladder and create your own ladder, sky's the limit. Sky is the limit because you no longer give control and conformity outside of you. To climb the said silence, the invisible ladder that they so graciously provide us, that we all have to climb to make something of ourselves, right? In different ways, you have to give pieces of your heart away. You do. And I had to walk through that in my industry, and it sucked. And that's where I came up with that particular vision, because I was conformed to climb a ladder, you know, fight, keep going, chasing that bag, chasing that title, right? Oh, that partner. Maybe one day I'll make you partner. Yeah, that was cute. And then that totally got turned around. And that particular vendor that put me in that little shit spin of a situation has been in my department store that I work at now twice in the last 3 weeks. I've seen him. Isn't that funny? Right after my divorce too. I think it was the day my divorce was final. That was crap, man. That was crap. What is wrong with y'all? Like, seriously, like, it's just so funny. But dang, I let people know. I see you. Don't be deceptive. Don't be evil, and I won't see you that way. Like, I can't help the fact that I can see people. And when I say see people, I see people. I'm able to pick up their auras. I'm able to pick up their energies. I'm able to pick up if they're one of those people that are climbing a ladder, sign that, got that voucher, got that money, and they're like on that side of the fence. So how are they coming at me? Deceptively, manipulative, you know? And it's one of those things. I have created a ladder with God and the Most High and the Divine that I am climbing at my own pace. I present messages the way I present messages. I feel the way that I feel. I love who I want to love, by the way. I wish you would just... Lordy. The amount... Oh my gosh, I connected a nugget. This is going to be a fun one. This is probably why they had the internet go out, now that I think about that. Yeah, probably. So, my birthday dinner in October 2024, last year, my mom put together this birthday dinner. My son didn't attend. My sister did not attend. And both my nephews attended, my brother and my mother and my father. And so we walk into my favorite Mexican restaurant, because Mexican is like my favorite thing. I can eat that crap all day, every day. And it was a Wednesday, I believe. And I walk in and I see my ex with his girlfriend or, whatever. And my heart freaking sank, right? And they wanted to sit me at the table right next to them. They wanted to sit my family right next to them. And I was like, is there any way we could sit somewhere else? Can we sit somewhere else, please? I was dying inside. It was like my heart was like, here, Amanda, look at it, please. On my 40th birthday. My son wasn't there. That was a hard day with my son because of all the manipulative tactics that came alongside that day that they planned and coerced to put me in a negative headspace for me to just take my own life, right? For entertainment purposes only, take away what resonates, story time. So we ate dinner. I was totally in my feels. My mom was over the top, much more than usual. I mean, I pick up on that right now. I still love my family. Just because I say things doesn't mean I don't love them. Of course I love them, but the reality is the reality. And so I'm going to press forward. My mom was totally over the top. She was so just over the top. And I'm dying inside, just trying to hold myself together the entire dinner. And I did good. And I think it was a few weeks later, I went up to visit because I had an issue with my car, right? And I went up to visit him at his place of his shop. And he was upset with me because he was like, why didn't you sit next to us? Why didn't you say hi? And I was like, what you mean? Why didn't I sit next to y'all or say hi? I was dying inside. I was so hurt, and he could tell that I was getting really upset, and he was so nice and understanding. And that was that, he understood. But I now realize that the story that was painted to him versus the story that was painted to me was two different things, right? He went there because he was coerced to go there. He didn't know I was going to be there. I guarantee you that. Mark my words. My intuition and discernment is on point. I guarantee you. He had no idea I was going to be there or show up. None. And so, at that point, and everything that had been presented to him, because there's a lot of narratives flying, a lot of compelling stories when it comes to me. There always has been and always will be. It's just how they try to play damage control, and that's just what they do. I pick up on it. I know. I just do, because I know how the elites operate. I know how they operate, right? And so I now realize that particular whole, and every time that has come up in conversation with my mother and I has been a heated conversation. In reference to, that's just so odd that was planned, this has happened, da. And so you pick up on these things, things that are abnormal, things that don't make sense, things that 2 + 2 doesn't equal 5, it equals 4. And I'm very good at putting puzzle pieces together. And so that's a little nugget that I picked up on. And so when I was on my way home from the Dollar General, I said that out loud. And when I got home, Mom said, oh, the internet's down. Imagine that. So we'll see how long this went. But if you find yourself on the fence trying to climb a ladder, you need to ask yourself, what are you giving up to climb said ladder? Your peace, your happiness, time with your family, your children, your significant other, peace for yourself, self-love. It's hard to love yourself when you do deceptive things. It's really difficult to do. You can't do it. 2 and 2 don't go together.